What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Meditations. So, I remember when this whole phenomena was beginning. I remember in 2016 or something. Is that when it was? Was it 2015? Where the whole Trump thing was beginning. And I remember at face value, without looking too much into it at first, I was like, no, this is just fake politics and all that. This is just an act. This is just too weird. You know what I mean? It's too animated. It's fake or something. But then, many months before the election, I started to see it differently. I was like, are you kidding me? What the hell's going on here? He's going on about all this stuff that these rulers and principalities and powers of the world are so much against. Remember, like, the crazy stuff that he would say? Like, they're asked, well, what do you do about the border problem? He's like, build a wall. People were like, so I'm sitting here watching this. I'm like, I was like, are you kidding me? It's like, what the hell's going on here? And it's interesting because he is kind of orange, you know? Kind of golden in a way. And many have referenced trumpets in the Bible in regards to him. And have you ever read Isaiah 45? It's interesting because he was the 45th president. And there's like a lot of parallels. Like changing the landscape of the world in a political sense, in a trade sense, in a war sense, and all that. So I'm watching this stuff unfold. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Dude's even like golden like a freaking trumpet. And then all of a sudden they all start coming down at him. And the whole election thing happens. And it's like he gets in. I was like, are you kidding me? Who's he going against? Hillary Clinton? I was watching all this happen, and then just everyone, remember the videos with people freaking out? That's one of the best parts about the whole thing. The shrieks, the nightmares. And it was almost a deceptively liberating thing to want to just stay asleep. Like, I remember when I was first watching it before the election, like I said, it was kind of a liberating thing to be like, oh yeah, it's just fake. Oh yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. Yeah, I'm just going to join everybody else. Just join the powers that be, join all the celebrities and, all the news networks and all the entertainment and all the academia and all that shit. Yeah, I'm just going to bob my head with them and be like, oh yeah, Orange Man, bad, this and that, Because then at least you can join the herd. And at least you can kind of feel safe in your little herd. You're like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, everything's racism. Yeah, everything's sexism. Yeah. Yeah, borders bad. Yeah. Yeah, using the gas is bad. Yeah. Yeah, making your own things are bad. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep buying them from way over there. We'll keep shipping the gas from way over there. And let's just cut down the fucking borders. Let them all in. With no vetting, nothing. There's something that's really, it's like safe. You know what I mean? Like you feel safe. And it's the complete opposite when you're willing to be like, well, what if there's something to be had on the other side? Because then all of a sudden you're racism, sexism, everything else. You know what I mean? You're all that shit. And they come down on you on a social level, on your business and everything. Just try to destroy your fucking life. But I mean, there's so many people behind it now. Like the shrews are starting to come out, I think. You're like, Dark, you know, they're crawling out of their little holes and like the sun's coming down. And they're like, okay, yeah, I'm tired of being in this fucking hole. You know? I'm tired of hiding. I'm going to be honest, okay? We need to fucking, we need to use the goddamn gas, okay? We need to make our own fucking things, okay? We need some law and order, okay? We can't just cut down the fucking board, okay? You fucking dumbass. You know what I mean? Like little shoes that come out, like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm coming out of that little dark hole, yeah, I'm coming out of there. That's a good thing. In my humble opinion. There's gotta be something going on here. And I knew this from the beginning. All right. I knew this was a work of something greater than what meets the eye. Because like I said in the other videos, he's kind of like this figure, like a sword. It's like a double-edged sword. Where either side you're on, you're going to get cut if you don't put first what we're supposed to put first according to Jesus. Which is even to love your enemy. Because when you hate, it's self-consuming. And you got the hate on both sides. And you got the conservatives saying, yeah, they're going to destroy the world, these libtards. You know, they're bringing out socialism, communism. It's going to destroy the future for our children. And they don't let us use the gas. They want us to get all the manufacturing out of here. They're going to slice and dice little babies. They care about that too. You know, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And then the other side says, oh, yeah, the conservatives, they're racism, they're sexism, everything sexism, this and that. You know, the libtards are saying that. And they just hate each other. It's like this is a work of God. Because you got to... Even if you are on a side, you gotta have that thing that transcends all that. If you want to make it out alive. Yeah. That's why they asked him. They asked Jesus what are the most important things. He said, love your neighbor. And love God. But how do you love God? You can't see God. Can't feel him, touch him, hear him, anything. It seems like the way to love him is to serve, or is to love others, isn't it? If we're talking about like the God of Jesus and all that, the Bible, Old and New Testament and all that. That's why this seems like it's a work. And I knew it. I said this. I was like, things are going to happen. And he's going to keep breaking through. He's going to keep breaking through. And they try to get him with other court cases, this and that. And just breaking through, you know. Oh, racism, sexism, Hitler, this and that. And just breaking through, you know what I mean? And now here it is again. Like that whole thing other happened in 2020, the election. And there's a bunch of, you know, trickery, this, that, and the third going on, you know. You know, the little USPS trucks coming in and out at night, you know, taking all the boxes of this and that in and out. And it went the way it did, you know. But now here we are again, and it's like, it's starting to fester up so much. Where, I don't know, they're saying it's going to be too big to rig or whatever. And I wasn't surprised when the little pew-pew went right by, boom, right by the ear. Just right through the ear. just how close, but yet perfectly avoided. You know what I mean? It's like there's something behind this. And there's a lot of Christians even that I see the videos of. And these guys are like, oh yeah, just big puppet show. Yeah, this and that. It's all fake, all stage. All the world's a stage, da-da-da. The Shakespeare stuff, Saying all the world's a stage, this and that and the third. They're saying, yeah, it's just a show, fake bullet, fake ear, ketchup all over the place, this and that. But you gotta use your ears, your eyes, your brain, especially. You gotta use your brain. Because this figure, this should have been expected many times already, all right? Is the most hated, polarizing by media, attempted to get everyone to hate. A lot of people do. Like as we know, a lot of people were like, oh, I wish it didn't miss. I wish it didn't miss. They'll openly say that. I wish it would have hit him in the head or whatever. The skull would have split in half like Kennedy, this and that, in front of everybody. Blood get all over the children or whatever. They wish that would have happened. So, point being is, the powers and rulers and principalities have put so much of that on this figure, where this stuff should be expected. And unlike past figures of this status, like even all the other ones in the past, you wouldn't have them go out multiple times a week in front of hundreds of thousands of strangers and citizens. You know what I mean? Outside. Like with no glass around the stage, nothing. Just on a weekly basis. Do you know how increasing the probability becomes when they're calling you Hitler? And worse than that. And yet you're going to go put yourself up in front of hundreds of thousands of people a week. You see what I'm saying? Like the probability is exponentially increased, where, as far as I see it, according to the maths, something probably already should have happened. Like several times over again. But that's why this should be, for those who have eyes, what we're seeing here potentially is the hand of God on something. And all the powers and principalities of the world are trying to destroy it. But it's breaking through. And this could be faith bolstering. That's why that's such an interesting thing. Is it should be faith bolstering. And you could say, well, why something like that? You guys, do you really think that if God were to send like a thing, like remember, good and bad men, etc., were used to get shit done in the Bible, okay? Sinners, this and that, corrupt, not corrupt, just sinners, you know what I mean? People had all sorts of problems. People expect there to be like some straight shooting, like clean cut, like never say a naughty word, never mishap a sentence, never mishap a sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really think that's what God would pick? Just somebody that will be like, whoa, what a perfect human. Yeah, that's definitely God ordained. He's gonna break on through with the foolish. Remember, isn't that what it says in the Bible? He uses the foolish to stump the wise or something. Something to do with using weak, foolish vessels to do great things with. You know what I mean? It's not going to be some like pristine, perfect, angelic person. You know what I'm saying? In fact, it by intent can't be that. Just like how, well, I won't use the Jesus analogy. This is a different thing, okay? I mean, you remember how in the Bible, it's King David, he had a guy murdered because he wanted to bang his wife more. This guy had a cute little wife. And the guy, David, he watched him with his little, I don't know if he had binoculars, but he watched her bathing. and he wanted to bang her. So he had the husband murdered, and then he could go bang her. You know what I mean? So these are imperfect people. And he still reigned king over Israel for I don't even know how freaking long. With God's favor. You see what I'm saying? So he had sex with this guy's young wife. And he even orchestrated the murder of this guy. And this guy was actually fighting for their freaking country. He was like a soldier who was fighting for their country, all right? Can you imagine something like that going on today? But you see how imperfect and messed up that is? But I mean, I'm just saying, this could be a great work for all of us. Like I said, it's a double-edged sword. And those jackasses are probably going to keep trying to do more things, you know? But I have a hunch, as I have for 8 years or something, that it's just going to keep breaking through and persevering. You know, we got the bullet, like the whole Neo and Matrix strategy, you know what I mean? It's just fucking crazy, but... And those who have eyes could perhaps see where I'm going with this. You know what I'm saying? Those who have ears could perhaps hear. All right? Of course it's going to be... the thing is he's easy to like, but also easy to mock. You know what I mean? Easy to mock. So then, if you want to spew and mock and ridicule, there's just all the fuel for that right there. But if you wanted to like it, there's all the fuel for that. But then there's the persecution and the racism, sexism, everything else. You know what I mean? It's like this perfect tornado of a recipe of... It just seems like it could be a work from above. You know what I'm saying? And we're probably going to see greater things. Who knows what's already happened behind the scenes. But anyway, I'm curious. What do you guys have to say about that? Let me know in the comments. Like this damn video if you will. Subscribe to the page. Hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.